Okay, this is the pilot for a new podcast. We don't even know the name, but we're gonna try to do these things. And here is my special guest, Emet. He's my roommate, and we're gonna meet each other because to be fair, we haven't been able to. And to do that, we're gonna play a little game with some questions that I have that we're gonna, I'm gonna ask, and also I'm gonna reply to them, and we're gonna play it with an app. So, Emmet, if you want, you can start. Press the app so we can know which question should we start with.
Just press generate number.
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay, I'm gonna start with the first question. That is, when you were little, what did you want to be when you grow up?
I think the first thing I wanted to be was an architect, basically because I was quite good at drawing from an early age.
Oh, really?
Art has always been something that's come easily to me, and I think that was the only sort of practical outlet I could from my environment, that I could see.
Do you have your parents were related to architecture, or there was some relative, or?
No, not really. No, I think it was pretty much the only sort of job I could see around that involved drawing in some way.
All right.
Like being an artist, was just sort of. Might as well want to be a dinosaur or something
Are there other artists in your family?
Actually, I hadn't realized as much, but since I got more into art, it started to come out a little bit more, and I started to see how interested my family were into it. My uncle actually did it quite a bit. He did some paintings and stuff, and
oh, really?
yeah, a photographer, another uncle, and yeah, a little bit.
And just for our listeners, what kind of art do you do?
I specialize mostly in portraits, and have been pretty much exclusively oil paint based. Started to get into digital work a little bit lately. Oh. Yeah. I did a course. I started it just before the lockdown.
Okay.
And really enjoying that. It's it's a whole craft in itself.
Yeah, I need to tell our listeners that, to be fair, when I have the chance to just sometimes leave your artwork around the house, and when I see that, I see it's a pretty good job, and it's really I never believed that I would live with an artist, so it's a cool thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna answer the same question. When I was little, when I want to grow up, I wanted to be like a fireman. I don't know why it brought me but to be fair, there's nobody in my family or no one that is related to that, but that was my dream as a child. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. It blocked it.
Get another one.
Oh, now let me unblock it. Yeah. Okay, just press
29.
29. Okay, this question is, what would you change about yourself if you could live your life again?
Ooh. I was quite shy growing up, I think in school and stuff. So I think that's hampered a lot of my life. I could have been more involved in stuff in that, but I just kind of avoided any social things so.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's a big sort of handicap on you if you don't like mixing with people and stuff, and you find it.
Do you consider yourself introvert?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
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 I feel the same way. If I could change something in myself, it would be to interact with more people, because in the early ages, like you mentioned, I was an outsider, and I didn't relate that. Nowadays I'm not that much, but I lose a lot of experience during my early age, so I agree with you.
Yeah, it affects everything in your life.
Next question. Okay, can you press
15?
Okay, the question is, let me see, is, where did you go on vacation as a child?
As a child, one of the earliest ones, I think we went to Clare in Ireland on the west coast, which I literally just went there again a month ago or whatever, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we used to go quite a bit to Santa Ponza and places like that, sort of resorts in Spain and that. Used to just save up for the year and go on a little holiday.
Oh, in what time of the year was that?
During the summer holidays, so probably usually about Usually about June, July.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, when I was a child, my parents didn't took me that often on vacation, so I have only one vacation that it was to Cancun, the beautiful beach in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it was only that time, and only memory I have as a child of going on vacation with my family. So that is the one that I cherish the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
cool.
let's continue with the next one.
Number 8.
Number 8. It says, would you like to be famous or go down in history in some way?
I think I would, yeah. I don't know if me personally famous, but like maybe my work.
All right.
I'd like to do something that impacted the world in some way, like whether that's in writing or art or some way, like. Yeah, I'd like to make some work that's sort of remembered, that's known, like.
Yeah, I think that like if everybody have like that idea that we want to, there's like 3 ways that we want people to remember. Either it's by our job, by your family, or that we have a belief in like in heaven or something like that.
Okay.
That there's something beyond death.
Yeah.
So with our art, that's the main thing, because we manage to do it, we live it, and we hope that, for example, I know that I don't know, I think that it's Picasso that he didn't never see his famous thing until everything become famous after he was dead.
Okay. Yeah.
So sometimes it's happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also with your family, there's well, they will remember us, but only for a few generations. After that, like for us, we don't remember our grandparents.
Yeah, you're
we,
just a
yeah.
note in history, basically, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like
So to go down in history, I would like to, because there's many ways to go down in history, as
Yeah.
a good guy or a bad guy. So,
yeah.
like you said, I rather that my work become famous. Like when I was little, I always wanted to make a formula. Because I was, when we do maths, there was like the Gauss-Jordan equation and all that. And I wanted to have the Allen equation, something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
hopefully, yeah, I agree
Really
with you.
cool.
I want to be famous by my job. Okay, the next question.
28.
28. Let's see. If reincarnation existed, what would you like to reincarnate as?
Ooh. That's a difficult one. I think probably I would like to reincarnate as myself again and just have another go, and like just keep the same wisdom like that you've accrued over the years. And
That would be amazing.
yeah, I think so. Just have a bit of a head start on it.
It kind of like remind me of the. Have you seen this movie? I don't know the name in English. I think it's Soul. The one about Pixar that there's the souls.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I think we cherish the most now is that we have the wisdom that we would want to have at an early age, but this wisdom you can only get it through the ages.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's the kicker.
Okay, let's. Myself. To be fair, I have like a stupid thought. Like for example, I would really like to reincarnate as an eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to have the experience of flying. That is one of my biggest dreams. And sometimes I dream that I am an eagle. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that will be my reincarnation idea.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the next one.
16.
16. What is your favorite movie? And the one that you hate the most?
It's a difficult one to say my favourite because it kind of changes a bit. But one that's been like consistently is Waking Life. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I know. Can you tell me what it's about?
It's like a rotoscope thing, but directed by Richard Linklater, and it's about a guy who basically goes into a lucid dream and just sort of wanders through this dream, meeting loads of different people like who are espousing these different philosophical views to him, like. And basically it's just him trying to wake up through the whole film. Like it's really cool, really.
It sounds
really
amazing.
Original. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to give you the DVD. Like.
All right, and the one that you hate the most?
One I hate the most. Ooh. I don't know, really. I think, if I don't like a film, I just don't watch it or whatever. It's like
Fair enough.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite movie should be B of Vendetta.
Oh, yeah.
That's what, I don't know, like the way they film it, the message it gives, for me is like the best. And every year since they release it, the 5th of November for me is the special day that I need to watch it every year after year. And the one that I hate the most, what will it be? It's a difficult one because, like you said, like if I don't like it, I won't watch it. But to be fair, there are some musicals that I don't like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Like I started, for example, to watch La La Land.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't finish it.
Really? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. No.
Yeah. So those are the ones. Okay, let's continue with the next one.
It's number 6.
Number 6. What is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten?
Eaten? Oh. I've eaten snails before in France.
Oh, nice.
With like a little sort of garlic sauce on them, like, and I wasn't impressed with the texture of those at all, like. Yeah, I think that's probably the weirdest thing, like.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty nice. For me, I should say that they are insects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Mexico we have this small, like, it will be like eggs of insects that grow up in the cactus.
Okay.
And from season to season, when they are like burning, the people will take them and make sauce with that. And it will have a special texture and a special taste.
Yeah.
And they're really expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like
because you cannot get that much from a cactus. And so it's really difficult to get it. It's
right.
We call it that is the Mexican caviar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the weirdest thing and the most like expensive thing I have eaten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next question.
23.
Okay, what is your favorite dessert?
They used to do these eclairs in Marks and Spencer. They were like dulce de leche, is it, or something like that?
Yeah.
They were like filled with like a sort of toffee cream, and then had like a toffee kind of thing on top, like, and so rich, like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I love it. I have a big sweet tooth. Like, I just love desserts, cakes, all that, like.
Oh, nice. For me, it's an easy one. I don't know if it's. Do you remember the candy that I gave you when I came in? It's called marzipan.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
So that texture, that is my favorite dessert in the world. And and there are many ways to like the one I give you is like how they sell it, but people have done milkshakes, have done cakes with all that as the main ingredient. So for me, it's marzipan.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Something. 22.
If you could live in another time, what would it be?
In another time?
Yeah.
Egypt always fascinates me, the whole the pyramids and all that stuff. Like, I feel like there was something going on at that time. Like, I feel like there was a knowledge that we've lost, like. And then they're in like Mexico and stuff, aren't they, as well? All those like sort of pyramids. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's sort of that link up with like the stars and all stuff, like. And actually how they built them and all, like, it'd be like fascinating to see, like. I think,
there's a lot of mystery on how they built it, for what they built it. I don't know if you know, but there's actually when you measure the pyramids in Egypt and the pyramids in Mexico, they match. They're like right away each other, and they have the same dimensions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's loads of these little sort of details, like, and you just sort of think, like, what was going on? Like, were they just like
communicating from?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and for me, to be fair, because I have seen too much the Bridgerton seasons, so I would really love to live in that like era where there was a lot of romance and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Just because it's cheesy, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Number 5.
Do you like to cook? And what is your favorite dish to cook?
I do like to cook. I don't like cleaning up after it. It's quite difficult with sharing a kitchen. I think you sort of you have to be very like think through stuff, like, and you can't really mess around and get all the stuff you need, I think. So you sort of have to be a bit more economical about it, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I like to do it occasionally. Like, I don't know if I've any like real specialities that I do. Like, nothing real complex. I made a Thai green curry there a little while back.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty decent. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
But yeah, that's about it.
For me, yeah, I love to cook, but the issue is that I cannot get the proper ingredients. Here in the UK, there's a lack of like ingredients that I am used to, because in Mexico we have like really fresh ingredients, and they are difficult to get it here. So I cook often, but I think I'm not that good enough, but because of the ingredients. So, yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
14.
14. Okay, it says. What is that scares you the most?
I think it kind of leads on from our previous thing. Like, I think like dying without ever having made any impact on the world, like, sort of worries me a bit. Like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, to just die, like, and not have done anything, or not like expressed yourself fully, or done anything like that, would be just really sad, really tragic.
For me, now that the pandemic happened, that would be that is my main fear now. That to die in a hospital alone without my family around me.
Yeah.
So now for me that is a new scare development.
Yeah, that is a scary thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
19.
Would you rather be an expert at one thing or simply be good at everything?
I think probably an expert at one thing. I am quite good at a few things. Like, I have like loads of interests and stuff, and I've done pretty well. And I think it might have hindered me a little bit, because I'm just sort of can't focus on something and like actually push it to the next level.
Yeah.
So I think if I had like one thing that I was really good at and I could just focus on, I think that would be. Yeah, I think it'd be good. Yeah,
for me, that will be my logo since the beginning. Not to be an expert, but to try to be good at everything. Because because sometimes when you specialize on something, you limit yourself and just focus on that. But as you said, like that actually brings the best of you when you specialize in something.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I don't want to be specialize in something. I'd rather know more stuff around.
Just explore, like,
explore,
things.
And because we only have one life. It might not be enough just to specialize on one thing and just miss the other things.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's do the next one.
10.
What is your most precious childhood memory?
Most precious childhood memory. I remember playing in, like, we had a cupboard with like saucepans and stuff, and I used to get in there and just like play like drums on the saucepans and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
I think that was quite nice. Like, it was just a nice time. Like,
you're a musician, right?
Also. Yeah.
What do you play?
I play guitar. I played mandolin for a little while, but gave that up. Played a recorder and tin whistle in school, but played guitar pretty seriously when I was a teenager. A little bit lax now in the last while.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for me, one of my precious memories would be when I teach my brother how to ride a bike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because my dad didn't taught me how to ride a bike, so I learned by myself.
Oh, yeah?
So it was trial and error, a lot of like hurting my knees and everything.
Yeah.
And when my brother asked me, like, can you teach me how to ride? I feel so good, because that was like knowledge that I have learned by myself, that I was trespassing to him. And what I like the most is that he didn't have to fall down. He was, because I knew how to ride a bike, so I gave him my expertise, and he was able. What took me 1 month to do, it just took him 1 day.
Oh, really?
So I was so proud of him, and I was so proud of me of teaching him. Yeah, so that is one of my precious childhood memories.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
16.
Okay, we have done that one. That one. Okay, I think we're repeating. Okay, let me tell you then. What is your first child memory?
My first,
Yeah, what is your first memory that you have since the beginning of your life?
I think we used to get washed, my sister and me, when we were like literally babies. We used to get washed in the kitchen sink,
Uh huh.
and I can vividly remember like experiencing that, like, which yeah, it just seems really weird and detached, but like yeah.
Yeah, nice. For me, it was. I remember that my first memory it was I think it was my third birthday,
Mm.
and I got a cake. And I remember that there was my cousin, and she wanted to blow the candles,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they didn't allow her because it was my birthday. And she started crying, 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 and I was like, "Why is she crying? Why is she crying?"
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that she was cold because she wasn't because that was my birthday. So I remember that what they did is they bought another cake, put a candle so she can blow it. So that's my first memory ever.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Does she remember that? Do you know? Have you talked to her?
I know. To be fair, I don't think she remember, but yeah, that's my first memory.
Yeah.
And then after, I have like blurry memories after that. And then the next memory I have is when my parents told me that I was going to have a brother. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, those are like my first memories. Okay, let me. This is like a weird one. What is the most used application on your phone?
Most used application on my phone, probably WhatsApp. Yeah, I work in a cafe now, like, and there's like loads of different groups, manager groups, and like every level has their own group. Like, it's just like, yeah,
Yeah, and
piles and
everything is
piles.
work related. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can relate with that. For me, also, I think like right now during my day, I'm the most used one is Instagram. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I get a
like
lot of
Instagram.
notification, and now most of my friends are messaging me over there rather than WhatsApp. So
Oh, really? Yeah.
yeah, so it's weird. Um. Okay, let me see. What would be a perfect day for you?
A perfect day for me. Ooh. Not sure really. Hanging out with my family, I guess. Having like a few beers or stuff. Like we had like a little barbecue when I was
Yeah.
over before, and we were out, and my granny came down and all, and we were just some of my cousins came over, and like yeah, I'd never seen them for
Yeah.
ages. Like, and yeah, just hanging out and having a few beers and
Yeah, I know the feeling. Like for me, it's the same. Like my perfect day will be with my parents, with my brother, with some of my cousins,
yeah.
just hanging out, maybe in the forest or something like having a barbecue. For me, that's enough. I don't
Yeah.
need any more thing. What is one thing you will never joke about?
Ooh, never joke about. I don't know. I think jokes depend on the context, really. Like, I think a joke is it's either a good joke
Uh-huh.
or it's not. I think basically, and I don't think any subjects really are off. But then again, like something like say the Holocaust or whatever, like it's
Yeah, you cannot do it, and especially in Germany, you cannot do anything.
yeah, it's very difficult to find a way around that. Like,
Yeah, like for example, what I will never joke about it will be with someone disabled.
yeah, that
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, so-
very difficult. Like,
But like you said, like nowadays, to be fair, also that I think that if we don't do it, then it's a kind of segregation.
yeah.
And like you said, like jokes are supposed to make a point. It's not to hurt somebody and if we don't make jokes about disabled people, then we're excluding them.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, it's just
they can
create a
laugh
stigma,
about
like-
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good point. Let's make this next one. What is the most impressive event you have ever witnessed?
Most impressive event. Struggling. I'm not really sure. One of the most impressive concerts I've been to was Tool, like a few years back. Like, they had a super like laser show and like great visuals and all. Like, and it was
Oh, nice.
really just bowled me over.
Oh, that's great. For me, I think that my most impressive event I have ever seen, and it's not like an event, it was the 2017 when there was an earthquake in Mexico City.
Yeah.
And I lived so when I feel the shake and all the people started like, oh, this is an earthquake and we needed to get out of the building and everything.
Yeah.
I think like it's the most impressive one because I really feel in danger.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was the day before I came to the UK. So I was worried because they told me, well, in the news they told that in the airport, one of the, how do you call it, the lanes, it was broken. So I was like worried, like, oh, what if my airplane cannot get off or not
really?
even land?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have a cousin in the Air Force, and he told me like, don't worry, the aircraft, everything related to airplanes need to be fixed because that's the way you get help from international people.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So they fix it in less than 4 hours, and I was impressed. Like, wow, this if they do this in every single thing, we will be an amazing country. But no, they just do it in the airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the most impressive event I have ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Do you remember how was your first day at school?
I do vaguely remember it. I remember one kid in my class absolutely crying and howling for his mother, like, and she literally had to come back and stay with him for a while, like, and he was really couldn't leave her, like, but yeah, that's my big memory from it. Like,
Yeah, I have the same memory, and for me, it was good because my dad, he was the one that left me in the kindergarten, but he talked to me beforehand, and he told me like, when we enter, you're gonna see a lot of kids crying, but don't get scared. They are scared because this is the first day of school.
yeah,
And you know that you have already been alone sometimes, so you know that I will be back for you in a couple of hours, so don't cry.
yeah,
And I was like, okay.
yeah.
And he was like so mature with me that he make it so much sense that I said like, yeah, why should I cry? And then I just came into my first class, and that was my first day at school. Yeah, I was happy that I didn't cry.
Yeah,
I was worried.
Yeah, it's really good of him.
Yeah. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I think it just seems so unlikely that there's not some sort of life form, like, that we could be the only one in that, like, in this massive space. Like, it just seems unrealistic that there could be nothing else ever, like.
Yeah, have you seen the latest image for that the NASA have released? Yeah, for me it was like, yeah, we're so little.
Yeah.
That definitely there must be someone out there.
Yeah.
And this is another question and not related for this, but do you think if there's aliens, are they good or bad?
That's a difficult one.
No worries, we're gonna cut it. Okay, I need to clap to know that we started again, and then we can continue. Okay, we come back.
So, good or bad, yeah. I don't think there's any way to tell, really. You would imagine if they were, if they were more advanced, more intelligent than us, that they would probably be more peaceful. Like, that's what my view on it anyway. Like, I feel like sort of war and all that kind of thing is a bit stupid and sort of regressive. Like, so I feel like
we have the two kind of aliens, the one that are coming to destroy us and the other one that come in peace.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Arrival?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
It's a movie that they told that, well, it's supposed that the alien comes, but the language is so advanced that we could not understand them.
Right.
And they bring a linguist to find out what they want. So it's a really good movie that I recommend.
Yeah.
Also, our listeners that they should watch it. I will not spoil them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that if an alien comes, it will be very difficult for us to communicate. And also, now that we have seen the pictures of the NASA and everything, I think that there might be life out there, but we are so far away from each other that in the moment we make contact, because of the time distance, it would be like thousands and thousands of years. So
Yeah,
So-
possibly.
yeah. I believe that there's life out there, but we will never be able to contact it.
Yeah.
And also, if we contact them, we will not be able to understand each other. to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Imagine that. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Another question is, if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
one thing. Well, my favorite meal, I'd say, would be has always been spaghetti carbonara. I find it really delicious. That with garlic bread, if I could have that,
Yeah. Okay.
and couldn't get like really really fat. And
Yeah. We're imagining that it will not harm you.
yeah. I think that's what I would go for.
Yeah. For me, it's easy. Tacos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. For all life. Yeah. But hopefully they can be like different kind of tacos.
yeah.
Yeah. But if there's only one to choose, it will be pastor. That is a pork-based one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They are delicious. Yeah. Okay, the next question. If there was a zombie apocalypse, what would be your plan to survive?
Ooh. What would be my plan to survive? I'd probably go to my parents who live out in the country a bit. I think getting away from the cities would probably be a good bet, like.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they sort of grow vegetables and stuff out there, so and have like livestock and all that kind of thing. So probably head out there, yeah, and get away from the masses and like start growing veggies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good plan, to be fair.
Yeah.
And also, it depends on the kind of zombies that they appear. Because if they are the one that run fast and attack you, it wouldn't. In that case, I would rather stay here in the city.
Yeah.
Because there will be supplies, but also there will be a lot of zombies. And if you go to the countryside, there will be less, but there will be a moment that.
They'll be sneaking around
Yeah,
somewhere,
exactly.
like.
But they say that the best way to the best place to go is to the to the mountain where the weather is cold, because they are dead, they will become slower.
Right. Yeah.
So go to the top.
That's
So,
good to know.
yeah. Which Star Wars character would you like to be?
Would I like to be? Probably Yoda, I guess. He's just seems like the wisest sort of, like, he's a bit like a sort of Buddhist monk, isn't he? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think probably.
But Yoda or Baby Yoda?
I haven't actually seen The Mandalorian at all. Like, I don't
Oh,
really,
no?
haven't seen, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
it's based on the old school
Yeah.
Yoda.
For me, I wouldn't be a Jedi because they have like the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be one of the for example, R2D2. He survived all the series.
Yeah, true, yeah,
So
yeah.
he is from the beginning till the end. So
Yeah.
he have experienced everything. So yeah, I will choose to be him, and I think he will survive forever. So
Yeah, probably.
yeah. Okay. The next question: what great invention would you wish existed before you die?
I don't know, something to do with time travel, I guess. A time machine, I suppose, if
That's
that
a
was
good one.
possible. Like, I don't know, apart from that.
Yeah, that would be a good. For me, I wish that we could get a organ 3D printing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so people that need a transplant, they could get it easier without waiting for a list, and they could print it, and most people will be safe. So I
Yeah.
hope technology could advance that much.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. The next question is, what superhero power would you like to have?
Again, traveling through time, I think, would be really cool. Like, just going back to like actual historical stuff, like, and witnessing it happen and stuff like that. I think it'd be just fascinating.
Well, for me, the superpower that have like two sides of this, it would be to be like Flash, because he can time travel and also he's super fast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like two powers at the same. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it would be that one. And this is gonna be our last question before we end. Is what would you change about yourself if you could live your life again?
Did we not do that one?
Yeah, we did that one. Then which one is it? Okay, this is gonna be the last one. What hobbies do you want to try this year?
What hobbies do I want to try? I'd like to do some more sporty things. I want to get more into hill walking. I've started to get into that a lot, like.
All right.
And I want to get proper into that, like, and start like making it a regular thing, going to visit different places and different walking trails and stuff like that.
Yeah, and to be fair, like the picture you have posted, they look amazing. So
yeah, I've sort of been dabbling in it, like, and
I think it's the good thing is like you can make it. For me, it's like two things: it's a sport and art, because you're knowing places that are amazing. Also, you're practicing your photograph skills and also doing exercises.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, says it all.
Yeah. And what equipment do you need for doing that or training?
I'm not sure. Like, I don't really have any sort of hiking boots or proper clothes. The last walk I went on in Glendalough in Ireland, like a big valley with a hill over it, I was wearing like black skinny jeans. It was not ideal.
Everybody have gone through that.
Yeah.
But that's part of the adventure. Like, you remember how much you suffer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's amazing. For me, well, we're doing the hobby right now. I'm gonna try to podcast and learn how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to break out of my comfort zone, because, well, I have talking to a lot of my friends, and they say they have plans, that they are willing to do something, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
So I finally got into, I say, like, okay, I'm gonna buy the equipment, I'm gonna do this stuff, and if I don't do it right now, then I will never do it, because right now I have the time. I can make the time to do it, and later on, I don't know, if I get a job or something, then it will not be possible. So I'm gonna try to get the most of this, and maybe change career styles or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot I want to try, because well, now, as you know, now I'm in the PhD track, but I figure out that I'm not gonna be a researcher. It's not for me.
You don't like it now?
No, it's something that I like, but I don't see myself doing it forever.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more into the creative industries. I'm more on this side, and this is what I try to let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Researching.
Yeah. Don't pigeonhole it.
Exactly. So
see where it goes.
And to be fair, like the life is changing so fast that maybe this is a career option.
Yeah.
And anyway, I have the safe place, the PhD anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
I might as well
I want to try this.
Like, yeah.
I'm going, and also I enjoy a lot talking to people. So I learn about them. So I think this could be my hobby, and also could be a job.
Yeah,
I will really enjoy. So thank you very much, Emet. This is our pilot. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for so much for your time. I enjoyed it. I don't know how you feel.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna repeat it sometime soon, and this time we're gonna do it on a special topic that we both know.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
All right, thank you very much.
Cool, thank you.